want the funny story first or a buyer tip first?
Buyer tip, please.
Buyer tip, please.
Action.
How do we know
Take
it's on?
432.
How do we know? Should I go run and see?
It's blinking.
Oh, it's blinking? Oh, okay. That means it's on.
I think so. I hope so.
I swear one of these days I'm going to become tech savvy and rule the world. Dumber people have. Okay. Don't just shop for the house, shop for the payment, right? Interest rates, taxes, insurance, HOA fees, builder incentives if it's a new build. Melrose can change your monthly costs more than price alone. A slightly higher purchase price with incentives or rate buy down can actually save you money long term. So when you're hyper focused, sometimes also, even with a reputable lender, if you just say, okay, what do I qualify for? Well, they look at your credit report and they go, okay, this is what's on there. Here's what you qualify for. Because they just take, let's say your car payment, one credit card is on there. They take that amount, right?
Yep.
And they go, okay, you qualify for, let's do easy math for this $500,000 house. But do you want that $500,000 payment? And what rate is it coming at? And what's the extra expenses? Do you have HOA fees? Um, please remember, it's not that I'm talking about whether you can afford the house or not. Clearly, the lender is saying, hey, you qualify. There's a difference between affordability and qualification. Not that you can't afford it, but do you want to pay that?
About being smart.
Right. Well, and do you want to pay that payment? Is it going to alter your lifestyle?
Stretched every month.
Right. And it really, I want you to focus on the things that the lender has no way of knowing. Lender has no way of knowing if you have a Dutch Bros addiction. They don't have any way of knowing that you have to go on a date night for your, peace and reset and relationship. That you have to go, every Friday on a date night. They don't know the expenses that you have, that I call them the secret expenses. Anything not on your credit report is a secret expense. It's a secret to the lender because if you don't tell them, they don't know. And it's not that you don't need to tell them. You just need to go, oh, well, I would like my payment to be between this and this. I don't want my payment to go over this. And sometimes they have to kind of educate you and go, well, then you're not going to be able to buy us in. If you're walking in there wanting, a $1,200 payment for a $500,000 house, we know that's not realistic. However, if you're like, okay, well, yeah, I really need my payment to be in this range because, I like my gym. I keep turning off the camera by putting my hands up, so I'm going to wrap them down here. The most important thing about what we're saying today is
that you can afford the payment.
That you can afford the payment and that you're comfortable in your expenses, because maybe you are a minimal eater and you don't require an extensive grocery bill. Maybe you're one of those people who has to have steak once a week. Maybe you're a caviar person. I don't know. And neither does your lender, is all I'm saying. Excuse me.
Or you have 15 cell phones.
Right. Or you have
and the highest wireless possible.
And nobody knows what you're, or you have to have every streaming service there is. Whatever the things that you want to keep, that you don't want to tighten your belt on.
You do you.
You do you, but just make sure you shop for your payment, because affordability is great. It's great that you can afford $1 million house, but you might be able to afford $1 million house and want to save a whole bunch for your retirement. So you need a house that's at a $500,000 or less payment. So keep all those things in consideration when you're getting ready to buy a home, because it's really important to have these conversations. Not just with first-time home buyers. You might be somebody who hasn't bought in a while.
Let's talk about getting fully underwritten.
Oh, she wants to talk shop. Okay, let's talk shop. So there's difference.
Pre-qualified.
Okay.
Pre-approved.
Okay.
And fully underwritten.
Wahoo.
And which one is the gold medal out of those three?
Well, definitely being underwritten. It means you're ready to go and you just need the property.
You just need to find the house.
You need to find the house, and then they plug everything in, and then you move forward with your appraisal and you put in your conditions and you're great. And if none of this is making sense to you,
Talk to
um,
your agent.
talk to your agent, call your lender, and if you don't have those, call us. Okay. Our phone number will be in the comments for advice because we will give you advice all day long and we will refer you to people who know what they're talking about when it comes to lending for sure. A pre qualification, when I was a lender long, long ago in a time far, far away, um, um, pre-qual, you literally were like, oh, you got a pulse and a job and you don't have a bunch of
Can you
stuff on
sit
your
upright in
credit.
a
Yeah.
chair?
You promise. You promise you don't have a ton of stuff on your credit. Okay, got it. Pre-qual, like, literally verbally chatting. Maybe you get a couple of screenshots of some income, you run a calculator, a couple of numbers. And I'm again, tongue in cheek, I'm like giving you the basics of a pre-qual. It's very illusionary. Oh, I almost put my hand back up again. I can't do this.
Oh, right? I didn't mean to do that.
Or she did. But pre-approval is a little better. Pre-approval, they've gotten all your documents, they've run the numbers, they've gotten proof of funds. It's very good to have a pre-approval because they've actually seen your documentation, done the math,
That's the
validated.
silver medal.
Yeah, that's silver medal. But gold is when they take all of that great information and your application that you gave them and the credit report that they ran and they hand it to an underwriter to go ahead and go over everything. And that's where you get the gold because you're ready to go. And if you're up against a savvy agent, listing agent who wants to pick what's best for their seller, they're going to want that, fully underwritten approval. So I think that's a big deal.
That puts you in the best.
I think it puts you in the best light, especially if all things are equal. Like, let's say it's basically when you run the numbers, the offer is the same. They're offering the same amount of money, bottom line. You could be the person who's offering full price, but asking for so much back and closing costs, which is fine depending on the home and the market and the situation. Or you could be the person that's offering lower, but not asking for anything. And you both end up the same, netting the same amount to the seller. So then you both of you look equal. What could push that win over the edge is you're underwritten and that other person has a pre-approval. So always ask your lender, say, hey, can I get fully underwritten? I'd really like to submit my offer super strong and go from there. So yay. Okay, so we gave you 2 tips today. I feel very good, very confident that we've helped.
Yeah, we used the Olympics. Gold medal, silver medal.
I know. And yay, Team USA. We love you. We hope you're doing great out there. And we're super proud of you, like 100,000%. You're amazing.